Hello everybody, it's Melissa with Meraki Healing Arts, and I'm going to do a quick late night read. Just got out of the shower and I was just really running some things through my head, conversations that I've had this week with friends and things that I've been thinking about myself. So yeah, I just have this whole thing in my head, and I was like, you know what, we need to talk about that. But let's see what the cards show first, and we'll see if that plays into things, because I'm just really feeling, pulled to share that insight or theory on things. So I usually do like a positive affirmation or a healing message with this deck. I don't really know the name of it. I think I call it like Cosmic Oneness or something. Probably, I don't know. This is what the front of the deck looks like. It says, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. And on the back, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So I like the messages in this deck. Quick and to the point. So, spirits, guides, ancestors. What are the messages we need to see? Give us some messages we need to see. I got a couple. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. True. I pray that all the time. For me to not lean on my own understanding, and for the greatest and highest good for all out of any situation, no matter how troubling or trying it might be. And when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So, having faith that the universe knows best, the universe protects us, directs us, guides us, leads us away from people, places, and things that are not meant for us. They're not in alignment with us. So, and it's okay to accept that. And it doesn't make us less than in any way. This first card really, really spoke to me. I find a deeper meaning in personal growth amid the discomfort. Talking about, so the thing that was on my head so much today was all these conversations that I've had with women lately, and a few men, about, relationships or rejection, when you had really wanted something, and you thought things were headed a certain way, and then someone kind of switches up, or they're inconsistent, or they're no longer interested. They go in a different direction. That rejection can hurt, but amid the chaos of all of that, when you're letting a relationship go that maybe you saw a potential, this just because I was thinking about several relationships in my life, and how just so happy that some of those didn't work out because they just were not meant for me, and I was accepting way less than what I ever should have. So a deeper meaning and personal growth in the middle of that chaos. So the deeper meaning that kept coming up to me was like this analogy. I no longer drink alcohol, but if you ever were a connoisseur of alcohol or wine, you know that certain drinks require a different kind of vessel to hold and contain the essence of that drink. It's can be, every drink is a different experience, right? And this is not advocating drinking. Again, I'm sober, I'm in recovery, but this is the analogy. So, you can have people who come into your life and they're like a hot shot of whiskey, and everything is fiery and passionate, and it kind of burns when it goes down, and what a kick in the pants that is. But you have too many run-ins with that whiskey and it really knocks you on your butt, and the next thing you know, your whole life is turned upside down. Or you can have a beer. Talk about beers. If you are that, you're the alcohol in this analogy, okay? So you can have a beer. A person could be a beer. Every beer has a different taste. They all taste like crap if you don't put them on ice. I think they're way better in a glass, or in a cold bottle, not in a can, not out of a keg. And certain ones are just so low class and tasteless. They're just horrible no matter what you put them in. So, but certain ones on a hot summer day can be enjoyable. Wine. Wine is a little more fancy, a little more refined. You can have your $4 chuck and it's good for a summer picnic. Or you can have like a beautiful 50-year-old wine that's, from the vineyards in France, and it's aged and been stored properly, and it's glorious. But if you put it in a cracked Dixie cup, that's kind of pointless. You can't hold it. You can't enjoy it. You take away from the beautifulness of the experience and what it's intended for. You would want something of that caliber to be held and contained in a beautiful crystal glass. Now, if you are that beautiful aged French wine, and you know that you have complexities, you have a boldness to you, you have, just a certain way about you. You have wisdom, experience, from all of the aging process that you've been through, from all of life's experiences and all of the many places you've been and the people that you know and the knowledge you've acquired. So you can have and be this beautiful aged wine. But if you are trying to pour that into a container, a vessel that can't hold it, doesn't know how to hold it, wasn't meant to hold it, is too small, is cracked, is broken, the whole drinking experience is going to be wasted. So likewise, if you're pouring yourself, pouring your love into someone who cannot contain who you are, you're not the right fit. You're not the right taste. Maybe they like whiskey. Maybe they like water. They don't even like any drinks. Maybe they're totally strictly a beer person. Maybe they're a Gatorade person or a sweet tea person. It doesn't take away from the fact that you are beautiful exactly the way that you were made. You're refreshing. You're lovely just the way that you were made. You're just trying to pour into something that wasn't ever meant to hold it. So if you can hold on to that and find that, so that card, deeper meaning, personal growth amid the discomfort. So if you can hold on to that and understand that not everyone is meant to contain you or understand you or hold you. They can't hold your love. They can't hold all of who you are. They maybe don't have the capacity to return love in the same way that you would, or to recognize your love, or to value your love. And that's okay. Then you're not in alignment. They're not meant for you. They're not the right container. They're not the right thing to be trying to pour yourself into. So, just a different way to look at things. and get your head out of feeling like anything is a missed opportunity. If you freely gave your time, your energy, your love to somebody who wasn't interested, couldn't see it, couldn't see the value in it, or just simply wanted something completely different, that doesn't mean that you're not absolutely lovely, absolutely worthy. I mean, some people are just total pieces of crap, male and female. But, you know, don't place your worth solely in someone else's hands. Know your value and your worth. Know your purpose and your intent in life. Know what you want and how you want to be held, how you want to be contained, how you want to be appreciated and seen. And, you know, you will find when you respect yourself in that way and you know yourself in that way, it's so much easier to release things that are not for you. So that was my little thought on relationships that just go sour, go wrong, never go anywhere. You know, see people so hurt over things when they're, you know, left behind or cheated on or abused by people. And, you know, just because someone didn't know how to value you and treat you, that doesn't mean that you're not wonderful. And that doesn't have to be a love situation either. You know, that can be a job, that can be your own parents, that can be family members or friends. You know, if they don't know how to value you and respect you and treat you and hold the same energetic frequency as you in a reciprocal kind of love, and they can't conversate or interact on the same level as you, that's okay. That's all right. There are 8 billion people in the world. So maybe your tribe and you just haven't found each other yet. Maybe you and your person haven't found each other yet, and that's okay. It can be hard when you've went through bad relationships to open up your heart and be vulnerable again. You can really put your guard up, not trust people, not let people in. But don't feel bad about holding a boundary that says, here's where my respect for myself is, and you can't step across that. You know, that's okay on both sides of the fence. It really is okay. Respect yourself, know what you want and what you don't want. And it's okay to voice that. So, alright. So we're going to go on to the Soul's Message deck and see what we have there. Yeah, I can't believe I'm on camera with like literally really no makeup on my face, but I'm fresh out the shower. I was doing other things today and I felt like doing a read before I went to bed. I know tomorrow I got to get up and have my mind right for work because it's Monday, and that means I have to have my mind right to be leading grief group for 2.5 hours. So, yeah. Thanks, Spirit. I do know this. I do know this. Anything else, Spirit? Spirits, guides, ancestors. What is the message we need to see? Give us the message we need to see. That's funny. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you. Okay. So the first 2 cards that came out were Declutter and the power of humor. Declutter. Yeah, that is something that I'm doing, been doing for a while, and continue to work on. Decluttering things from my home, things from my thought processes, my beliefs, my heart. Letting go of attachment to things that no longer serve me, people that no longer serve me. Decluttering of things, and decluttering my mind, and decluttering my heart and my energy. And every time that I get rid of something that I don't need, physically or energetically, it feels so good. So Spirit's reminding us to declutter the things in our life that we don't need, shift up that energy, keep working on it, make some big changes going into New Year. And the power of humor. It feels so good to laugh with friends. It feels so good to laugh. People might really have no idea what you're going through. But sometimes just laughing over, especially if it's like a shared, where we've all been through the same crap, so we're sharing a joke about it. It can feel so good. It can lift the mood, lift the energy, change the vibration, and, help you to not take things so seriously and not take them to heart so much. So it's good. It's good for the soul. Relinquish fears. Oh, I like this, especially the imagery on this card. Look at that, big old bridge, crossing that bridge into the unknown, kind of scary up high. It's one of those suspension bridges up high in between the trees. What a beautiful view, though. What a beautiful view. If you can push past your fears. Look at all that beauty surrounding you. And sometimes, this is like really like the Fool card. Sometimes we don't know what is ahead, but letting go of fears and crossing that bridge into the next part of our journey, and sometimes completely alone, can feel scary at times. But just feel like there are so many things for us to experience in the world, so many things that we can do in life, and so many people that we have yet to meet. So many things that we never would know that we could accomplish if we never tried. So you have to move past fear and step outside of that box, step across that bridge. And the final card is practice self-discipline. So looking at that calendar, setting aside time every day for the things that matter, that help you to grow, that help you to change a situation in your life that you're not happy with. So discipline in all areas. If you're working on your health, make consistent changes with your diet. If you're making changes with your body, do consistently what you can to work out. Your spirituality and being grounded and being centered, do what you can do, your meditation, do your mindfulness, your yoga, Reiki, self-Reiki, whatever you need, ground, all of those things. Listen to music, write, journal, create art, music, sing, all those things. And financial, have some discipline, make steady goals and steady progress and keep working at things, and just keep moving forward and have that self-discipline to change your situation if you're not happy with where you are in things. Nothing can stay the same forever. I always say the ride on the struggle bus might be but it can't last forever. It has to pull over sometimes and let you off. So your turn is coming. You're not going to be there forever, stuck on that struggle bus. So, all right, that's our quick read for the night, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you're watching me on YouTube. And if you're on TikTok, share, save, comment, and heart the post. It helps get me into the algorithm and get me seen by more people. So thank you, and have a wonderful and blessed evening.